Good morning. We are doing conversion factors in this video, talking about when we analyze data with and convert quantities, we use something called dimensional analysis. And it's like some tools, like for cooking, show both metric units like milliliters and customary units like cups. And so conventional analysis does not change the amounts of anything. It just changes the label we use to describe a known quantity. So you see how these numbers don't exactly line up. What we use are ratios that relate the value of one unit of measure to another. This is called a conversion factor, such as how many cups, how many milliliters are in one cup. And we would write that like a ratio. Let's see. So when I do a conversion factor, I might use some of these equalities. We said milliliters to cups. A liter is 1,000 milliliters. So if you have one cup, how many milliliters is that? So you would say 1 cup is, and you would convert that by canceling units. You would say, okay, I don't want to describe cups, I want to describe liters, because 1 liter is 4.23 cups. So the main thing to remember here is any number divided by 1 is that same number. This is what we say, any number divided by itself is 1. So 1 liter divided by 4.23 cups is 1. If we say, what is this number? That equals 1. What is this amount? 12 eggs per dozen. What is that amount? Also equal to 1. 1 meter has 100 centimeters. So both of these measurements are 1 meter. So anything, these fractions are called conversion factors, these fractions. So we can use this to cancel units. And when we multiply a number by 1, since this is equal to 1, we get that we don't actually change the amounts of anything. So this numerator label cancels that denominator label. So we'll be left with 1 divided by 4.23, which would be equal to 1. Can you think of? So let's do this example here. The carton of milk in Heidi's school lunch contains 12 ounces. How many milliliters would she have drank if she drank the whole carton? We're going to round it to the nearest whole number. This is our answer. So let's see how we get that as our answer. So we say if Heidi drank 12 ounces of milk, we would have to multiply this by a conversion factor that related ounces to milliliters. So let's use one of these equalities here. This one says 8 ounces is 1 cup. And what we'll have to do is convert first 2 ounces to cups. And then, so let's do that first. So 8 ounces, how many cups did she drink? So ounces will cancel. We'll multiply 12 times 1. So 12 cups over 8 will be our answer. And we just do 12 divided by 8. Now we divide. We get 1.5 cups. So we can do a whole string of these conversions to get to milliliters. So now I can relate cups to liters. So 1 liter is 4.23 cups. So that's going to be, cups will cancel. 1.5 times 1 would be 1.5 liters divided by 4.23. And so this would be 1.5 divided by 4.23. So I get 0.35, and we'll round it to 3.55. So 0.355 liters. And then to get from liters to milliliters, I multiply by that conversion factor. So 0.355 liters times 1,000 milliliters per liter. Anytime I multiply by 1,000 and am using metric units, I can just move the decimal by however many zeros there are. So I move it to the right. Since there are 3 zeros in 1,000, we go 1, 2, 3. So the decimal point goes there. I don't have to use my calculator. 355 milliliters. That's how we got that answer. One more example. This label on a snack food says that 1 serving is equal to 24.0 grams and 80 calories. So if the entire snack has a mass of 0.25 pounds, how many calories does it contain? Round your answer to the nearest whole number. So this is our answer. We're going to say, so we start with 0.25 pounds. And we say, let's relate pounds. We say this conversion factor we're going to use relates grams to calories. So I want to somehow get from pounds into grams. So I can see that 2.2 pounds is a kilogram. So let's say kilograms first. So 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So what portion of a kilogram is 0.25 pounds? So after I multiply by 1, I get the same number, 0.25 kilograms divided by 2.2. Is 0.114 kilograms. Now I can get from kilograms to grams if I know that 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. And I want kilograms to cancel, so now kilograms goes in the denominator. So those units cancel. And I will multiply this value by 1,000, so I get 114 grams. And my my conversion factor for the snack is 24 grams. $80 calories. capital C. So now remember, grams will cancel, and I'll multiply 114 times 80, and we'll divide that answer by 24. So let's go back to the calculator here. Let's say 114 times 80, whoops, 114 times 8, whoops, what is it doing? 114 times 8, 80 equals that, 9120 divided by, and then divide it by the 24, and we should get our answer 380. Well, I was one number off, probably because I rounded it right here. If I had left this as 0.1136, I would maybe get closer to 1 unit closer. Okay, I would like you to practice. Try solving this sample problem and show your work on your handout. Show me how you got through to the answer. Pause the video right here. Okay, now do this sample problem. 1 serving of a drink is 6 ounces and provides 70 calories of energy. Jade wants to know how many servings are in 1 bottle of the drink, but the volume printed on the bottle is in milliliters. How many calories will Jade consume if she drinks 350 milliliters? Reasonable answer. And then do one more. Alex buys a drink carton with the volume of 1 pint. How many milliliters will Alex consume if he drinks the whole carton? So how many milliliters is a pint? We don't have a straightforward equality for that. I know a pint is 2 cups, and I know a liter is 4.23 cups, so same deal. A few more practice. This recipe calls for 1,500 milliliters of water, but Marco only has a picture that shows pints. How many pints of water should Marco measure out? Cups to pints for your answer. And then last one, Ava buys a package of food. The label says a serving is 36 grams and has 110 calories, but the box says it's 0.150 pounds. If she ate the whole package, how many calories? Let's see, you set this whole thing up. Let's see if you can do that.